Welcome to the deep dive. You know that little jolt of nerves when your phone rings and you see it's an English call?
Oh, definitely.
Or that moment your mind just goes completely blank when you hear hello on the other end?
Happens to the best of us.
It's incredibly common, whether you're learning English or even if you're a native speaker, without all those visual cues, the gestures, the facial expressions, clear communication can suddenly feel like a high-wire act.
Yeah.
And trust me, you are absolutely not alone in that feeling.
That's precisely what we're tackling today. We've gone through a stack of sources, communication guides, linguistic breakdowns, all focused on essential English phone phrases and sort of winning strategies.
Right.
Our mission in this deep dive, it's really to give you a genuine shortcut, a way to sound confident, professional, distilling the most impactful nuggets of knowledge. We want to transform those phone calls from, a source of anxiety into a genuine area of strength for you.
Okay, let's unpack this and dive right into those crucial first moments. So the first hurdle in any phone call, and often the most nerve-wracking, it's simply answering or starting that initial contact.
Exactly.
It's truly about making a solid first impression, isn't it? Even when it's just your voice. What do our sources say about nailing that opening?
It's foundational, really. And the guides highlight clear distinctions right from the start between formal and informal.
Okay.
So for answering formally, you'll often hear things like, good morning, or afternoon, or evening, your company name, your name speaking, how may I help you?
Pretty standard.
Or a bit shorter, hello, this is your name speaking, or even just your name speaking.
Right. And informally.
Much simpler. Usually a simple hello, or maybe, hey, it's your name.
Gotcha. And what about when you're the one making the call?
Similar split. Formally, standard openers are, hello, this is your name speaking, or hi, may I speak with Mr. Smith, please? Or perhaps, good morning, I'm calling from XYZ company. Casually, though, it's more like, hey, how's it going? Or hi there, long time no talk, or even, hey, just calling to catch up.
Right. Much more relaxed. Now, this next point is subtle, but I found it fascinating. One source highlighted a kind of phone-specific quirk. Why we often say, this is your name, instead of I am your name. Why is that the standard? And what's one immediate pitfall to avoid when answering?
That's a great observation. It really speaks to the nature of phone communication itself.
How so?
Well, I am your name declares your identity broadly, like your existence.
Yeah.
But this is your name. It more accurately refers to your presence on this specific line right now.
Okay.
It subtly shifts the focus to the immediate context of the call, makes it clearer, more direct, in that phone environment. It's about being present in that moment.
It makes sense.
And the pitfall. Oh, absolutely. Avoid just saying yes when you answer.
Right. Why is that?
It can sound really abrupt, maybe even a bit defensive. Doesn't exactly set a warm or professional tone, does it?
No, definitely not. Okay, so you've mastered the greeting. What's the immediate next step? Feels like getting straight to the point is key for an efficient call.
Precisely. Once the hellos are done, the crucial next move is clearly stating why you're calling or who you need to speak with.
Right.
And our sources give excellent examples for, articulating your purpose. Again, context matters. For a formal reason, you could say, I'm calling to inquire about, or I'm calling regarding. Maybe, I'd like to speak to the person's name, please.
Clear and direct.
Exactly. Now, if you need to be polite, but maybe a little more indirect, you could try. I was wondering if you could help me with. It just softens the request a bit.
Makes it feel less demanding.
Yeah. For informal calls, just calling to see if is a good one. Like, just calling to see if you got my email.
Quick and specific.
Right. No long preamble needed. And for a friendly but still clear approach, maybe in business, something like, hi name, it's your name. Do you have a quick minute to talk about topic? That shows respect for their time.
That's a good one. Okay, what about connecting? Asking for someone or transferring?
Yeah, equally clear phrases for that. You might say, may I speak to name, please? Or could I speak to name, please?
It's a lot of options.
Or a bit more direct, but still polite. Is name available?
Okay.
Now, if you're the one connecting the call, you'd typically say something like, I'll connect you now, please hold. Or, let me transfer you to the right department.
Standard stuff.
Or maybe, one moment, please. I'll put you through to department person's name. And here's a really critical piece of advice from the sources.
What's up?
Always ask permission before putting someone on hold.
Yes. Crucial.
So you'd say, let me see if person's name is available. may I put you on hold for a moment? It's just basic courtesy, shows respect for their time.
That's such an important point. It really is about being direct and polite, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Especially professionally. Nobody wants that long, rambling start.
Or to be put on hold suddenly.
Exactly. Okay, so we've covered the start. But what about those, tricky moments mid-conversation? What happens if the line's bad or you need to confirm something? Or maybe the person you need isn't even there. This next bit covers those common challenges that can easily trip us up.
And it's totally normal to hit those snags. The sources really emphasize it's always okay to ask for clarification. Always.
That's reassuring.
It shows you're engaged, you want to get it right. Much better than guessing and making a mistake.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what are some good phrases?
Well, you can say, could you repeat that, please? Simple and direct. Or, I didn't catch that. Can you say it again?
Okay.
For a slightly more polite version, maybe try. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it, please? It kind of subtly shifts the blame away from them.
Ah, clever. What if they're talking too fast?
Oh, an essential one. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? Don't be afraid to ask that.
Good to know. And if the line is just bad?
You could say, I'm having a bit of trouble hearing you. Could you say that again?
Right. And confirming understanding.
Yeah, really useful. Just to make sure I understand, you're saying repeat in your own words. And for specifics like numbers or spellings, these are lifesavers. Did you say 14 or 40, or can you spell that for me, please?
Essential for names or reference numbers.
Totally. And it's also incredibly helpful to say, let me just read that back to you. Confirms everything.
Good habits. Now, what if the person isn't available? Taking or leaving messages.
Absolutely key to handle smoothly. If you're leaving a message, you can ask, can I leave a message for her? Or please tell him I called. Or maybe, could you ask her to call me back?
Simple enough.
More formally, could I leave a message for a person's name, please? Then you'd follow up usually with, yes, please. My name is your name. My number is your number. You might also add, could you ask him or her to call me back when they're available? Or specify the topic. Please tell him or her it's regarding brief topic, and always end with a polite, thank you for taking the message.
Right. And taking a message.
You'd initiate with, would you like to leave a message? Or, can I take a message for you? And reassure them. I'll make sure they get your message.
Okay.
If the person isn't there, you state it clearly. I'm sorry, person's name isn't available at the moment. Can I take a message?
And get the details.
Exactly. Need to knows. Could I ask who's calling, please? And what is this regarding? And critically, could I get your phone number, please?
And the confirmation step again.
Yes. A really critical step here, too. Let me read that back to you to make sure I have it right. Cannot stress that enough.
Absolutely.
And a fantastic tip for leaving numbers, especially internationally. Say it digit by digit, slowly, clearly.
Good advice.
And using phrases like 55 or 222 can also prevent a lot of mix-ups.
That focus on confirming details feels so important. I mean, how many times have we all dealt with a wrong number or misspelled name causing a massive headache?
Exactly. That attention to detail, that's where confidence really shows.
Okay, so you've navigated the call, clarified things, handled messages. Now it's time to wrap up. How do you end things gracefully, professionally, and, leave a good final impression?
Ending the call well is just as vital as starting it right. And the guides offer a really rich variety of phrases for polite endings, suitable for friendly chats or professional calls.
Like what?
For friendly goodbyes, you could say, talk to you soon, or bye for now, maybe it was great catching up. Or simply, okay, great, talk to you soon, or thanks, bye.
Casual and warm.
Yep. In a professional setting, you might consider phrases like, thank you for calling. It was nice talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Standard closings.
Or have a great day. I'll follow up with an email shortly. Thank you for your help. Or maybe that's all I needed for now. Thank you.
Getting specific.
Or just, I appreciate your time. Have a great day. And of course, a standard goodbye. The core advice really is always use a clear closing phrase.
Don't just hang up.
Please don't. It feels incredibly abrupt. Honestly, a simple thank you and goodbye often works perfectly for a professional close.
Solid advice. And here's that bonus tip from the sources that, well, it might sound a bit strange for phone calls, but I've found it genuinely works.
Go on.
Smile when you speak, even on the phone.
Ah, yes, the smile.
It sounds silly, right? But a genuine smile actually changes the tone of your voice. Makes it sound warmer, more confident, more approachable. It's subtle, but it's a powerful psychological trick.
It really is. You can often hear a smile.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It's truly about more than just memorizing a list of phrases, isn't it?
Oh, much more.
It's about building that overall confidence when you're speaking English on the phone.
Hmm.
What are those key sort of master strokes our sources point to for long-term improvement?
Absolutely. Think of these as the fundamental pillars for phone mastery. First, practice speaking without seeing the person. Leave voice messages for yourself, maybe? Or just look in a mirror and imagine the person on the other end. Get used to relying only on voice.
Okay, what else?
Second, record yourself saying these phrases aloud. Listening back. It's invaluable. Lets you hear how you actually sound. Identify areas for improving clarity, tone.
A bit painful sometimes, but useful.
Can be. Third, and this is crucial, speak clearly, slowly, and with a calm tone. Enunciate. Resist the urge to rush. Take short pauses. It helps you and the listener.
Good point.
Fourth, politeness. It's paramount. Please and thank you goes such a long way. And maintain professionalism, even if the other person isn't.
Stay classy.
Pretty much. Fifth, be prepared. Knowing roughly what you want to say before you dial, it eliminates so much stress.
Reduces that mind blank moment.
Exactly. And finally, maybe most importantly, don't panic. It is perfectly okay to ask for repetition or clarification. Seriously.
It's not a sign of weakness.
Not at all. It shows you want to communicate effectively. But the most powerful advice is probably the simplest. Practice.
Just do it.
Read these phrases aloud, role play with a friend if you can, or just, try them out on your next actual call.
Using these specific phrases, consistently following these tips, it really will instantly make you sound more confident, more professional on the phone.
Definitely.
You're building a solid foundation, and you've definitely got this. And there you have it. This deep dive has truly equipped you with, an essential toolkit for conquering pretty much any English phone call that comes your way.
Remember, practice makes confidence. Keep listening, keep speaking. The consistent application of these clear communication techniques, it won't just boost your phone skills.
Right.
It'll genuinely enhance your overall confidence in spoken English. It's not just about what you say, but how clearly and confidently you say it. That's the real goal here.
So go ahead, pick up that phone with confidence and let your voice shine.
Enjoyed the video? Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Subscribe for more English learning videos. See you in the next lesson.